I just did the jujitsu class, and I already feel like sore. But like it was so tiring. It was fun though. It was cool, but like I got a pretty nasty mat burn on my toes, and just like yeah, I got beat up, but it was fun.
Yeah, you're gonna feel some type of way tomorrow morning.
But yeah, yeah, I'll stretch before bed, but it'll be fine. But it is what it is. Mm. What's the what's the new
It's
restaurant
called
called?
Arvada Beer Garden, and it.
Okay, and I'm guessing.
Go ahead.
When did it open? I'm sorry to interrupt. Well, yeah. When did it open and stuff? And when did you start to
So
work
I
there?
got hired on probably the 1st of July, and it opened July 7th. So it's still really new.
Oh,
And it's cool that it's still so new, but it feel like you can tell we have new guests like every single day. Like a lot of people are returning guests, but
uh,
a lot of new ones too still.
oh yeah. It's not the first time and stuff. And what are you doing there? Like, what's your actual
So I'm the
title?
general manager there. So I just make sure everyone's doing their job.
Okay, that's what I thought. And you were doing. I feel like over like the last couple years, you've been doing a bunch of stuff at like one place and then found a new place, and like have you been like in this place, or like you catch me up in over like the last
Yeah,
couple years?
so I was at Denver Milk Market for like 4.5 years and then needed a change. Um, so I reopened a restaurant for that restaurant group called El Rancho. Um, it was up in Evergreen, so it was quite a drive, and I just didn't really want to make the drive anymore. So then I started working at Postino for a little bit. That was a lot of fun. I learned a ton actually being there. It's a lot more corporate with how fast that company's growing. So it was a super good learning experience for me. I dabbled with working at the airport. I do not suggest that for people that are impatient with travel and just general like traffic. It was a nightmare. It took me like almost an hour to get to work, and then a half an hour after I got to the airport to like actually get to work. Um, yeah, so that was
Oh
wild.
yeah.
And then I took a little bit of time off. Did a lot of skiing for a winter season, and then I actually worked at Meow Wolf for about probably 8 or 9 months. That was a really cool experience too, since that's actually like more of a like art venue and like music place rather than like your traditional restaurant. Um, and then after that, I worked at this place called Eggs. They didn't stay open for very long, and I was super fortunate to find the restaurant that I'm at now that just opened, and I'm super happy with them. I love working for them. They're just it's fun going to work, even though I work really long hours. It's a lot of fun.
Well, that makes me happy to hear because I feel like at one point you were working so much. For that at
Yeah,
Milk Market?
yeah,
For
that was
that
at Milk
at that
Market. That
time?
place was a beast in itself. It was just a massive food hall that required so much, and it was during the peak of COVID and all the shutdowns and reopenings and shutdowns and reopenings. That took a lot out of me. Great learning experience. I don't think I ever want to run a food hall again, but it was worth it for when I was doing it.
Oh, then do you ever think that like how where did you get good work ethic? Because it seems like you've worked like you're always down to work hard and long hours. Is like have you always been
I've
like that?
always been like that, but I learned a ton when I was at 30 Hop when that opened. Um, it was a lot of fun. All the people I worked for and worked with were great, and they made those long, tough hours a lot of fun. And that's kind of what's kept me in the restaurant industry is I want to be that place that's like a fun, enjoyable time. Like, yes, you're working really hard and really long hours, but ultimately, like, you're there kind of creating a memorable moment for guests. And that's just kind of what's kept me in this business and like wanting to find other people that want to do this and like want to be in this for the long haul.
Oh yeah, like really
Mm-hmm.
like committed. and then that's what it feels like to it. Seems like since 30 hop is I was just like executing at a high level. Like this is what I'm going to do. Like I'm
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah, I was super drawn to like
And
how high
so,
volume that place was, and I've just tried to stay in line with that with everywhere I've gone.
oh yeah, I said what a good place to learn too, because like it's what was so bit busy here. I feel like, or I feel like with everything, it's good to learn in like harder conditions because then you're just used to that. So like, oh, I've done this before. So with 30 hop and the milk market, I feel like there's not a ton of situations you haven't seen.
I'd like to think so. It definitely makes you like I'm always on my toes for what's going to happen next. And it kind of keeps you a lot more relaxed in situations, but I feel like there's always a surprise of something that will happen that you might not be totally prepared for, but at least you know kind of what to do.
No, fair. And do you like the like managing people aspect
Yeah,
of it?
I've had really great managers before and then not so great. And that's what's really kept me and drawn me to management in the beginning was I wanted to be that manager that kind of helps people and shows them like different aspects in the restaurant life that they can take into their life and further from there as well.
No, that's what's up. Are are you trying to like own a place at some point, or what would be like the ideal like situation?
I'm pretty content with where I'm at now. I think finding more of a director's role eventually would be really cool, but I don't really have a desire to own my own restaurant. I know how tough it can be and how much commitment it is, and I prefer just to, execute someone else's dreams and running a successful restaurant business rather than having my own. I feel like I'm super happy with being where I'm at, and honestly, the stress of owning a restaurant just sounds like not my cup of tea, but
Uh, Okay, yeah. So like the operations is like so it's cool. You like the actual like the process of it, which is a huge advantage, obviously. And sometimes I don't even like to ask people like, so what are like your dreams? Because that's not to say like what you're doing isn't the thing. And because someone could be like, well, I'm gonna do this for ever, and that's the thing. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So I just always not. I'm careful asking but like I never want anyone to feel like, oh, like this isn't the thing. Like what do you mean?
Hmm.
I'm doing it. Hmm. Do you cook much? Like are you into that side of it?
I don't cook too much at work unless I need to, like, jump in and help. I cook mostly at home.
Or like are you like interested in
Yeah.
that side of
I
it too?
love
Like,
cooking.
um,
I like helping them, like, create dishes and stuff like that. But I do most of my cooking at home and leave it to the experts at work with all the volume they're doing. I just get in the way.
no, yeah, that's smart. And I feel like you made like some bomb stuff before too. Just when you've
Hmm.
had guest
Oh, I
over and
love cooking for
things.
people and having people over for dinner.
Dude, that's I don't like cooking for people. That might be when I feel like the most insecure. Cause like if I cook something and it wasn't good, I feel like I would almost like get like defensive and mad and be like, well then go eat something else. Like I would not like that
Yeah.
feeling at all.
I've definitely messed up dinners before, and I just start laughing. I'm like, well, if you don't want it tough, like, I think I have some cookies in my cabinet or something.
No, fair, yeah. You gotta take swings, I guess. Do you have a favorite go to dish?
I've been making a lot of soups recently. Otherwise, I make a bunch of like weird, just like
Ooh,
little
okay.
protein bowls and stuff. Yeah, I don't really have a go to thing. If I find something on like an Instagram reel, I just save those and I'll just like scroll through to find something. If I'm having people over, I'm like, oh, that looks like a great
Oh
idea
yeah.
today.
What kind of protein bowl do you
It's
make
usually
it?
like rice, avocado, either like ground chicken, pork or beef, and then I just put a bunch of like kind of like sauces and seasonings on it, and then maybe some more veggies in there depending on what I have in
Okay.
my fridge. But it's pretty simple for the most part.
No, same. That's what I've been on too. I've been getting a lot of just ground beef,
Mm.
black beans, rice, some veggies. And have you gotten any of like that, like the red
The
crush
chili crisp.
pepper, like it's
Yeah,
almost like a
chili oil
liquid, like the
crisp. Yeah. Oh
crispier,
yeah, I
like
go through
yeah,
like one or two of
yeah.
those a week. It's kind of like a dangerous thing.
Yeah. I got some for Christmas. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, I put that on everything.
Like yeah, yeah. And it's just become like I've gotten so much into just cooking and nutrition as you get older, but it's just really fun to go out to like nice
Hmm.
restaurants now. Like as a kid, or even when I was younger, I didn't really appreciate it, but sometimes it is fun just to go out and just have a good meal and just like just enjoy everything. Like that is still such a nice
Yeah, no,
thing
I
to do.
hated going out to eat when I was younger. I think it was just like having to sit there and like wait was the worst thing I could ever be put through. Like I remember for my birthday, they'd be like, "Oh, where do you want to go?" I'm like, "I want to stay at home and eat like spaghetti. I don't want to go out. I don't want to be confined to a seat." And now I'm like, "Oh, I'll go out like a couple nights a week just to get out, try new food, and just be social outside of work." So,
Yeah. So now, like, I think about food like for travel so much more, which I know that's an obvious one, but for me, I would be like, oh, like I can eat like food I don't care. But now, like, going to Miami and eating like the Colombian food, or like we're gonna go to a Chicago this month and like getting that food and just really going in like the local stuff
hmm,
is so fun and it's so good.
you gotta
It's
find all
so
the hole in
good.
the wall places. Those are my
Like
favorite.
yep, yeah. Like one of my coworkers he used to live in Chicago, so he sent me a few small places to
Nice.
check
I'm so
out.
jealous. I went to Chicago over Thanksgiving and it
So
was a bunch of family stuff, which was fun. But I was like, oh, I need to come back here and just like eat a bunch of food.
right, yeah, just a little
Hmm.
food vacation. Do what's your looking like? What's your year looking like? Do you have any like plans or
I have like
anything?
2 weddings this summer, but my summer is pretty much devoted to work. We're ramping up for a pretty busy summer, and once school's out and the kids are on spring break, it's like the floodgates have opened at work. It's nonstop every single day. So I just want to make sure I'm there to support the
Oh,
team
okay.
for the most part.
No, that's awesome. So is the summer like your busier season at
Yeah,
the
usually
restaurant
we are
then?
pretty much dead and go down to bare bones in the winter. That being said, this winter's been way different because it's so hot here. Like we're gonna hit 70 degrees this weekend. It's February. That shouldn't happen. And we're
Whoa,
just anticipating like
yeah, that's crazy.
bringing in as many bodies as we can right now to work because we know we're just gonna get rolled.
Oh yeah. No, but that's exciting though in a
Yeah, I'm
way,
excited for it.
right? I mean like sucks, but like
It's
hey,
crazy that it's so warm. It's like I
yeah,
can be
but
outside in like a tank top or t-shirt and it's going to be busy and everyone's going to be everywhere.
yeah. I've seen some seen a few pictures and it looked like a cool spot. So is it like obviously a big
Hmm.
beer garden and then what's the food kind of
It's
like?
pretty much like burgers, brats, hot dogs, and then they have a bunch of salads you can pick from that are really good. We have a couple other sandwiches like gyros and cubanos, and then just your typical, just like bar sides like cheese curds, onion rings, hand cut fries, wings.
Oh,
Yeah, and then we run like random specials,
and
depending on extra product we get or something. So the kitchen has something to play with besides the basic menu too. But all the food's really good, comes out really fast, and it's got a decent price point too, which is huge for Denver. Things can get kind of expensive really fast, but I feel like our menu's super approachable to anyone.
yeah, yeah. How do you deal with like the price points? And also, is there also just like kind of a standard price point across the board in restaurants because of what things cost in
Yeah, I
general?
feel like if you go out in Denver, you're paying like
Okay.
$15 to $16 for a burger that doesn't come with a side, and then you're paying like $6 for like a side of fries or something, and then your ranch or whatever dipping sauce you have, and the next
Yeah,
thing you know, you're paying like $25 for like a burger and fries.
I feel like sometimes here at some places you're paying like 17, 18 bucks
Mm-hmm.
for a burger and
Yeah.
fries. So, like, with that, did pri what was that a COVID
Um.
thing?
Yes and no. So a lot of it is like some products are getting more expensive. Like we all saw what happened with eggs earlier, like last year, this year when they got really expensive.
Really?
The same thing goes with all the food that the restaurants buy. It fluctuates. It can fluctuate anywhere from like, you know, 2 cents to like 15, $20, depending on what kind of product you're getting. If you're buying like different meats and cheeses and things like that, those prices can fluctuate a ton. Um, the other thing that has to do with it is all the wage increases. So, if minimum wage goes up, then that's another expense for the restaurant that maybe, I mean, they're accounting for every year for minimum wage to go up. But here in Denver, like our minimum wage is pretty high. I mean, it's definitely, we want to pay people that because cost of living out here is expensive too, but that goes into like people's experiences in restaurants. Like if minimum wage is going up and the food product's still the same, like we still have to charge more for our food because we have to pay our employees, and we can't just be taking like a loss just because minimum wage is increased and we're paying our employees like well and a livable fair wage, um, which I feel like a lot of people don't take into account, and they're like, oh, they just raise their prices because they want to make more money. It's like, no, we're doing that so we can still like pay our staff and keep our staff, because some restaurants they pay their staff and then they'll cut a shift or something to make up for it, and then it's like then they're overworking their staff instead of having that balance between everything.
Yeah, yeah. I think about that a lot because it's like for some places, I think, man, this seems it's a little expensive, but I'm sure there's a reason why like it has to be this much
Mm-hmm.
or else it doesn't
Yeah.
work type thing. And so is that how you actually come up with a price? Do you have to like figure everything out first? Does
Yeah,
that
they
make
have like
sense?
pricing calculators that you can use. So basically, like who we order food from, like we can take a menu item, break it down, like how much, like if you're making a burger, like if it has pickles, mayo, the bun, the like patty that you're using, and then all the toppings, you can put this into this pricing calculator, and depending on how much of a percentage of food cost you want in it, so if you want to keep a 28% or maybe go a little higher because you want to give out a good product and some items you're willing to put at 34%, it'll spit out a number at the end telling you like how much you should be pricing your item at. So like for our instance, our burgers are like usually like 11 to 11.50, and then it'll just tell you how much and what you're putting in there.
Ooh,
So
let's
it's pretty
go.
nice. And then you kind of just go from there on like how much it's going to cost you in labor and everything else on top of running a restaurant that you have to pay for.
That's that's so interesting. What do you have any like what's one of the worst things you remember happening that makes a good
Like
story?
at a restaurant. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Cause like I don't want to be like, oh, somebody's dad died. Like not like yeah, anything like, oh, I remember that one. That was rough.
I have a lot of funny moments to be honest. I mean, I've had buildings flood from like a tiny hole in the wall. No one knew where water was coming from. Was spraying out and put like 2 inches of water in a basement. I think the funniest one probably. It's kind of gross, but it was hilarious because I just don't really have the best luck. And anyone that knows me knows that I was at El Rancho and this building's old, like old, like I think they opened in like 1975 or something. Like this building is old, and I was in the basement and I couldn't figure out where this water was coming from, and I'm like looking up, getting sprayed with water, and then I realized there's a crack in a pipe, and then I was like, oh, I know what's above this room. It's the bathroom. So it was actually the sewage that was cracked, and so anytime they flushed the toilet,
Oh,
it would
just
spray water on me. So
oh,
yeah, so
just
I was
just
a little in disbelief that that was happening, and then we ended up just shutting the restaurant down, and we had to close for like a week, and we had to repipe the entire restaurant in the middle of winter. So it was really funny.
oh.
I've never had a building literally pee on me, but that's exactly what happened, and I was like, I think this is rock bottom for sure.
Oh, yeah, and just having to close down just seems like such a
Yeah, because
mess.
then your
Like that.
staff are out of work, and like there's not really much you can do. I mean, you still can pay your staff, but the restaurant takes a huge hit, a massive hit if you even close for a day.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that's
it's not
gotta.
necessarily the restaurant that
Oh,
takes the
that's gotta
biggest
be
hit.
so.
It's the employees. They're not getting if the restaurant can't afford to like pay them, then they're without pay for a whole day, and like that could be a couple $100s for some people, and that could be like make or break. So it's not something to like take lightly. Like when a restaurant does have to close, it's a lot of thought that's going behind there, and like what is this the correct move or not?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's just so much. That's one thing that would stress me out about like when you're in the management position. If you make like the wrong move, it can affect so
Yeah,
many people.
it's crazy. You have to kind of put your emotions aside at some points. But ultimately, I'll always put my staff first in those kind of situations. But it's tough. It puts you really between a rock and a hard place in those decisions.
Mm. And do you do anything for like just managing stress or just staying balanced? Because like that's a stressful like lot going on job or lots of fires being put out
Yeah,
type
I laugh a lot.
job.
Like if things hit the fan, I'm the first to be like laughing, and everyone's like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "Well, it can't get any worse." Like I've been in restaurants that are so busy, you're just like, should we close? Like, do we close the doors? But we can't close the doors. There's six
Yeah.
entrances. Like, what do we do? So it's just kind of like, well, it'll be over in 2 hours. We only have 2 more hours of being open. Like, it'll be fine. Like, just make it through this last push. And I think like that's the best thing that people need because if the manager gets stressed out, everything else is just gonna fall apart because it's just gonna trickle down. But if you're
Right.
still having fun and like making jokes about it and like I don't know, sometimes I'll be like the ship's sinking but we're all still here and it gets the staff to laugh and they're like, yeah, whatever. I guess it's just a normal day at work. We'll be done soon.
And how did you develop that? Because it seems like that's just kind of how you are in life too. Just can just like laugh stuff off
Yeah,
and
I
keep
don't
people
really know how I
moving.
started that. I think that's my like little defense mechanism is just laughing, especially like if things get weird. That's just my automatic response. It's like the fight or flight, and I just kind of laugh. I'm like, oh, well, this is happening. There's nothing we can do. It's out of our control. So, like, it's not, to me, it's not worth stressing over. It's like, I have no control over this situation right now, so I'm not going to get sad, mad, or upset. Like, I'm just going to laugh and just take it. It is what it is.
No, yeah, yeah, I totally like. I feel that I mean that's the best you can do, and sometimes it's like, yeah, like this is happening. This is rough, but it's we
Yeah.
got to do it. No, that's what's up though, because it's important to have like something in place to like be able to deal with some emotions or like just laugh it off or take a deep breath or
Hmm.
something.
Yeah.
What what are you doing for fun?
Well, I snowboard in my free time now. I try not to do too much. Um, Otherwise, I do puzzles. I don't know. I'm kind of like an old
Oh
grand.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
puddles. Oh, which are you
I'm
working on one
working
right
on
now?
one right now. I actually haven't done one in a little bit just because I don't have a big counter space anymore. But when I had a giant counter, I used to just sit on my
Oh,
counter every night and like do my puzzle. But I would get sucked into that sometimes for like 3 hours, and the next thing I know, it's like 4 in the morning, and I'm like, oh crap, I have to be up in like 2 hours. So yeah, I usually just puzzles,
yeah,
hanging out with
yeah,
friends. Not too much else right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell everybody what's up
I
out
usually do
there.
a
The
bunch of
whole
hiking, but I
squad
couldn't
that's
really
out
do
there.
that towards the end of summer, so I was just like backseat car camping since I couldn't really walk.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah.
cruising around. Check out some hot
I need to.
springs. Do you do the hot
Um,
springs much?
I went to a hot springs like 2 years ago before we went up to X Games. We stopped there. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's me could treat it like favorite outdoor activity to do. There we go. Hit the springs. We're trying to take a family trip
Hmm.
out there in May. So hopefully we'll be out there for like a
Yeah,
little
you'll have to
bit.
let me
So
know. I'll try
I'll
and
let you know what's up.
take some time off or something. Some time off.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just
Yeah, for
stop by
sure.
get some
Always come
food.
by.
And is it far from your place, or is it just
It's only
like
like 20 minutes from my house as long as there's not much traffic. And usually when I'm like coming and going from work, there's not any, like, sometimes in the morning.
oh
Yeah,
the
sometimes in the
time where
morning
it's
if I'm
not?
like going to work early. Like on Mondays, I usually go to work at 8, just so I can get a bunch of like office work done before any of the other staff come in and get caught up from the weekend and make sure they're not coming into like a giant mess. Um, but that's maybe the
Oh
only
yeah,
time I'll hit traffic. Every other time I'm like off work, it's fine. Sometimes there's like, I guess Sunday maybe there might be some,
oh
there
yeah,
was some Broncos traffic, but not so much anymore.
yeah. What are your hours and days like? Does that just fluctuate?
I like to keep myself a pretty consistent schedule. That way, staff know like the days I'm there and the days I'm not there, so they can kind of take care of anything they need.
Oh
Mondays,
yeah.
I'm usually there from like 8 a.m. to like 6 p.m. I usually try and take off Tuesday, Wednesday. Those are like
Mhm.
traditionally like slower restaurant weekdays.
Oh yeah.
Um, Thursdays, I'm usually there like 2 to like 11 p.m. And then Friday and Saturday are my long days. So I'm usually there from like 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. And then Sundays, I'm just there for however
Okay.
long they really need me. So usually I'm trying to be there from like 9 to 2, but
Okay.
like yesterday I was there from like 9 to
Oh
7.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So just kind of depends on the day.
Oh yeah, yeah. That stuff
Yep, you're like,
happens out
oh,
of
that was
that
a really
game.
nice weekend. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely staying late today.
No, no, that's awesome. It feels like you finally had like a consistent, like good back balancing
Yeah,
job that you
I
like.
really like it.
Your
And
situation
like my
works
directors I
out.
have, they're awesome. They're amazing. They're there to help when they need. They're super hands off if they don't need to be there. And they check in with me almost every single day, asking if they need anything or if I need anything or if the restaurant needs anything. It's awesome having like so much communication with them and being like super open, and they pretty much let me run with any idea I have within reasons as long as it's on brand. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Have you worked with these
No,
people before?
I actually haven't. I had heard of the group. It's more of an investment group than anything. Um, and I've heard about them in Denver before, but this is my first time working with them.
Oh, like is it a big thing or how many people? That's been
Well,
just interesting to
so
hear.
Arvada is their fifth beer garden location. They have, it's kind of a bigger group, but the beer gardens are all separated off into like its own restaurant group, if you will. And so yeah, they just opened their fifth one this year. So they actually opened two in 1 year, which is insane to open two restaurants in 1 year. Um, and then they had the other three before. So they've had the other three for a while now, and they just wanted to keep growing and see what they could do. And they really know what they're doing. It's awesome to see how fast they've grown just over the year and everything they're doing.
Is it all in Colorado, or do
Yeah,
they
it's
have
all in
stuff in other
Colorado.
places? Okay, nice. And it seems like is their plan just to keep expanding or doubling down on what they have? Do you know?
I
Is that
think
even?
down the line, maybe in the next year or two, they're gonna want to open some more. Whether that be a new build out or kind of taking over another building and kind of redoing it. That's what they just did with Schoolyard. It's an old school downtown Denver, and they converted it into a cafe and a beer hall. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, oh yeah, that sounds tight. Yeah, and it's cool because it seems like I'm kind of in the same position at work, if this is even what it is. But it seems like you found a place where like, oh, I can stay here with these people and keep on doing what I'm doing, but I might be able to do it at like just more places or just with more like I can do this at scale almost, if that makes sense. Like with this
Yeah,
group, ideally.
if they wanted to open another beer garden, I'd probably jump on it right away to be like their opening GM again. I don't know why I
Okay.
really like new openings. They're crazy and wild, but it's a lot of fun to like bring a team together that you know is going to stick for a few years rather than have a high turnover rate.
And I don't even know if this makes sense. So like if the is your position something that what you do, could you make that into like a consulting like thing at some point if you wanted to and like whatever in life?
Yeah, it's something I've kind of thought about before. I think I need just a little bit more experience with a couple other venues and just how other people's minds work before I'd want to do that. Consulting's tough. It's tough working for other people, and it's not. You're not. You are working for them, but it's like if they don't take your advice, then you just kind of have to be like, okay, well, I tried to help you. You didn't listen. Um, I think that'd be a little tough for me to be
Okay,
honest, because
yeah.
I would wanna.
Well,
I like fixing things, and if I don't get to fix them, it
oh,
like hurts me internally.
oh, so like you wouldn't, yeah. So like if there was like some, let's say you created your like business thing where you go and like you help people just open restaurants, you would also rather stay with the place and like do the
Yeah,
actual thing
I
too.
think I like that a little more, so I can stay around a little bit longer, just to make sure
Okay.
everything goes to plan.
Okay, cool,
I
yeah.
think that's me being a little controlling, but I think that's just how my brain works.
All right, that makes sense. Yeah, and my brain works like if someone says they like have a job, I love to just think of well this or what if you did this and then did this or like it's just fun just to brainstorm with people, but I'm not trying to backseat
Yeah,
drive or
it's fun being
anything.
able to bounce ideas off people, because then
But
you eventually know, oh, that was a terrible idea before you tried it because somebody brought up something like, hey, this is what's going to happen if you do that. Or did you not think about this part? I love doing that with people because it's easy to miss something. It's like, oh, I have this great idea. And someone's
yes.
like, I've definitely seen someone do that and it did not go
Mhm.
the way you think it's going to go.
Yeah, yeah. So sometimes people will miss like a huge perk like their job. Like for you, maybe it's like find the GEM here. It's awesome, but you're also doing a really good job for this investment group who seem like they're great and they want to keep doing other stuff. But maybe at some point they're like, hey, let's open a new big something else. Oh, Ashley's good. You, like that
Yeah.
could be the thing. Just
Mm-hmm.
connections too. Yeah, mom. Yeah, it sounds like you're crushing out there.
I like to think so. I found somewhere I'm happy, so I plan on sticking around for a while this time.
No, no, that makes me happy to hear. Because, like I said, I remember when we were out there and you were putting in
Yeah.
so many hours. Just like it was
Yeah, I really don't
crazy.
know, like, looking back on that, how I did
So,
that and still had a social life. I'm like, I don't think I could ever do that again. But it was a different time. It was fun.
yeah, and you did it, and now you have all the scars, the experience, and that's like why you're
Yeah, my time
good. It's
management is
like,
a lot better than it was back then. I don't know how, I really don't know how I did that.
oh, that makes me happy to hear. You watching anything? I got some
I'll
recommendations if you
always
need.
take recommendations. I can't wait for. I really don't watch that much TV. The only things I watch are Below Deck and um, Summer House. I did start. Is it Tell Me Lies? Is that the? It's a newer show. I watched that.
Oh, on
Yeah,
that.
or it's on. I think it's on Hulu. And then I watched. I've been dabbling with Mormon Wives since I spent some time in Salt Lake. I was like,
Oh,
oh, I
okay.
recognize all those places they're going.
Okay, word. No, no, that's awesome. Yeah, I've just been watching a bunch of stuff still. I love it. I love TV. I love movies. Plans to come back here at all? Just for a
I might come
weekend or
back in.
something?
So in August, I have a wedding, and then it's also my brother's birthday. So I'm gonna try and do
Okay.
something with that. I want to go to the fair too. I haven't been to the fair in a
Oh,
long time. I want the bucket of cookies.
oh,
That's really what I want.
I've
You
never
have
been
to
to the
go and
state
you have to
fair.
get the bucket of cookies. It's like a gallon
Oh,
bucket of
yeah,
fresh
yeah,
baked
I'm
chocolate
in.
chip cookies, and then they give you like a big thing of milk. I don't really drink milk, but I eat all the cookies.
Ooh, okay, I'll smash the milk. Also, you got any merch from the restaurant? Like some sticker, the T-shirt? Cause I wear that one Exile shirt for like
Yeah,
10 years.
I
You
definitely can hook
gave
you up
me.
with a shirt.
I think I still have it. Nice. I'll
Perfect.
rock it. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, we do beanies, hats,
Where
flannels, hoodies, crew necks, t-shirts.
I hey, I mean, whatever you can get. If you got some stickers or something, or
Some
like some
stuff.
gear, I'll rep it. Awesome. And then send me some pics that I can use for the thumbnail
Okay,
nail
I can do
that you
that.
like.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay, sick, perfect. Besides that, just drinks soon, right?
Yes. I'm gonna catch up with my friend Maddie. I
Where
think
at?
we're gonna go to Postino where I used to work. So say hi to that crew.
You know, I feel like I feel like I've been
I think
there.
you have. There's like the one in Lodi on
What?
Broadway. The one over by the Trader Joe's, kind of where you used to live. They do board and bottle on Monday
Yeah.
and Tuesday at 8 p.m. So you can get like a border bruschetta and a bottle of wine for like $25.
Okay, I think I remember seeing a sign for it or
Yeah, it's
something, but
it's a good deal.
that's what's not sick. Well, have fun and thank you for hopping on. I
Of course, I'm
appreciate
glad we
it.
got to do this finally.